In this video, I travel in the brutal cold with my two dogs to a remote lake in Labrador to do some overnight camping and ice fishing. I cook some mouth-watering food and settle in for the night under a sky filled with fantastic northern lights. Here we go.
Minus 32 earlier. The clock stopped at about minus 30. It's the wrong time, of course. So this is a place I have never fished in the wintertime before. I've fished here in the summertime and I've caught fish like along this line here. So there's going to be something new for me. Just going to try it. It's not really about the fishing anyway for me. It's more about the tenting experience. But I'm going to get it set up and we'll give her a try. Nothing to lose. The snow is really hard. It should make for a good base. Threw a little gas in there. See if it works now. With 3.5 to 4 feet of ice, no fear of falling through. Oh, yeah. Now this is a different setup than the last video where you saw me set up my tent in the woods. I have the floor taken out of my tent. I'm just going to use this insulated floor tonight because it has flaps that you can fish through. So I'm just going to put this floor out and open up the flap right over that hole I just dug. If you want to catch the video where I do a complete setup of this tent, you'll see the link in the description of this video. And the thumbnail will look like this. So that's the floor. It has a flap there. And it has one over there. So I'm going to pick this one for today. So guys, this is only the second time I put up this tent. Getting this technique down to popping this umbrella type of thing up in place takes some practice. And I had some trouble just now trying to get it that last little bit, you know. So I used a technique that Lonnie from Far North Bushcraft and Survival, you guys remember him, one of the outdoor YouTube pioneers, really, him and his wife Connie. So normally you gotta put this up like that, right? It's okay, I got it in place now. But it's hard to get that last little bit. So Lonnie told me what he did with his tent. He made a little loop on a string like this, and he puts his boot in there. And that leaves you with two hands to push up, and you pull down with your foot instead. So it's like that. It's much easier. Thanks, Lonnie. I really appreciate that. Lonnie's messaged me a few times, and I told him that he's one of the first people I ever watched on YouTube, and undoubtedly one of the reasons why I started my channel. And I think if you put content out like he did, him and his wife, and people want to be like you, you've done a great service to all the people who are outdoor camping. A special hello to Lonnie and Connie. I want to meet you guys someday. So the last time I had the stove with that part towards the back. This time I'm going to have it sideways like this, still fine. I'm going to leave this back heat deflector on there to keep the heat kind of this way towards the tent. And now I got all this space here that I can cook on. And I got this full glass window for the aesthetics or the good lookingness of it all. That happens to waterproof matches sometimes, like. No good. That was alright. Nosy pants? And you too. You must like that coat. It's kind of slimming. Can't see that big butt the same. Yeah, you know your name. Oh, mama. 24 degrees Celsius. I didn't have the door shut yet. Time to get a hook in the water. Just using a bit of moose meat here. Nothing fancy. Our friend Tina, she swears by it. See how much water we got here. Okay, I'm on bottom already, which is good. Just going to come up a little bit off the bottom. I think it's about the perfect height of water, you know. There might be about 3 feet of water underneath the ice there. I'm not going to sit there all day doing that. Now I'll just carry on my business. Every now and then I'll come and just give a few jigs like this. And you never know. Fishing is fishing, right? Now guys, I got a fish camera for Christmas. I've never set up one before. So this is going to be a first for me. Fish Pro. Now I need to drill a hole about 5 or 6 feet away. So I think I'll just put the hole for that outside. It has a long cable, so I can just leave this inside, put the cable out and under the edge of the tent there, down in the hole, and kind of point it back towards my hook there. Makes for great watching. Rolls up again. Warm enough of it and try her again. Set up my bunk in the meantime. This keeps your mattress from sliding off of your cot. Willow's tail just touched the side of the stove. It's a good thing she got a lot of donor hair. Well, she's fine, but she's gonna ruin my view here unless I can get it cleaned off. Yeah, you hardly know if she burned any off. There she goes. Spoiled pants. Well, bad news. The cord jammed when I was pulling it out there. And I can see that inside of this housing, the cord is all wrapped around up inside here. And I just tried for 20 minutes with a wrench to see if I could just kind of turn it around, but it's jammed in there good. I'm gonna take the whole top off of that. Aha, I kept at it and got it fixed again. See if I can get her going. Well, I just pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled, and I cannot get it going. So maybe no camera. We shall have to see. These dogs will lie down anywhere. Weirdo. It's in the sun for a while, but it's saying -7 or 8. It's supposed to go up to about -12, I think, but it'll level off now once the sun goes down a bit. Oh, that's cold and fresh. The waters in Labrador like that in this lake are good to drink. Okay, let's just put it down this hole and see what it looks like on the camera. I'm curious. Hello. Alright, there she goes. Okay. Still going down through the ice, I think. There it is. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, there's bottom. We'll keep on going until we find the lure. Whoa! There's the lure. There's no doubt about that. Okay. So obviously it's nice and clear down there, it's the same. Okay, hopefully we get that ice auger going. Well guys, try as I may, I couldn't get the auger going. Took the plug out, seems to be spark on it. Put prime into it, it would just go and shut off. It's just some issues going on in the carburetor, I think. So that's going to take a bit of time back in the shop. It's 5 o'clock here now. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that sun up there. Oh, Mel is supposed to come down for supper. She knows the way back to this lake. I hope she does. She got the food. And buddy, after all day, I am ready to eat, which is pretty much all the time anyway. Right on time, buddy. Who's coming? I see you, Skidoo. I don't think anybody else is going to be down here today. That's Mom. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, everybody.
How was your day at work?
Hard.
Your day at work.
Hard.
I just can't imagine that. Did you bring any food?
I brought the most important package.
Okay, I agree. In you go.
I'm a little panic.
I don't have my door on yet. It's too busy trying to get my ice auger going. Perfect temperature. Put my lantern up now because the darkness comes quick. Neat little one, solar. Well, I get to sit back here now. And Melanie said she's going to do supper, so this is just fantastic.
Nothing changed. Same thing home. And we have some onion and some stir-fry vegetables.
So what is it you got brought down? Some kind of a stir-fry, is it?
A moose stir-fry.
Moose stir-fry. Can't get any better than that. Impossible. Hey, doggies. I already fed you guys, but you'll get a little bit, I'm sure. Might not be a lot of fish in the hole here, but lots of fresh water for tea. Yeah, so I turned the stove sideways this time, so you get better access to the, for cooking and stuff. It's perfect. And you got a lot better picture there for the wood too. A lot more flame showing. That's ideal. Okay, so what's the secret? All marinated?
All marinated.
Perfect.
Can't give out the secret marinade.
Don't spare the butter, boys. Don't spare the butter. She even brought a little bit of dressing. And you gonna put that on last going on?
Last, yep.
Now guys, look at that.
Oh, we have to say grace.
Oh yes. Only just reminded me there. I know when Lonnie and Connie, I keep mentioning them because it's kind of in the theme of this video, I guess. They would always say grace before they ate. So I will quote my great-grandmother's grace, and she would always say, "Be present at our table, Lord, be here and everywhere adored. Thy creatures bless and grant that we may feast in paradise with thee." Amen. Now it'll taste twice as good. Cheers. What do you got for dessert? What's that?
My homemade cinnamon roll coffee cake.
Oh boy. Is this the biggest piece right here? Well, the sun is set. Just finished our supper. Having a little chat. Unfortunately, Mel only got to go home again tonight. Almost minus 20. It's cooling off pretty quick. I'm hoping to see some northern lights tonight, which will be in that sky right there. It's the north. Well, thanks for supper again. Thanks for coming and visiting us. We'll see you tomorrow at some point.
We'll see you next time. Guaranteed.
Not going to be scared going back by yourself, are you?
Yes, the monsters are going to get me.
We'll see you, babe. She loves it when I say that.
No, you're not going with your mom.
Here, here. Ho ho! Book reading time coming up. Get in here, you. Still trying for fish. I actually changed the hook when Melanie was here. I put a 5 of diamonds on. Still not helping at this point in time. I tell you, this stove will take a lot of wood. And big wood too, eh? You don't let go fooling around and splitting up too much wood. It'll take the big ones. What a beautiful clear night out by. I hope Northern Lights comes out. One of the best pillows is your down-filled jacket. And tonight's book is My Child is an Addict. A guy I went to school with, Stephen Randall. I haven't seen him since high school. Saw his book come up one day on Amazon. Decided to purchase it. Got my slip-on booties here for later on if you want to go out and pee or whatever. But in the tent right now with this insulated floor, you don't need anything. This floor is warm to the touch. Got my wood all positioned there up under my bunk too. A couple of real big ones I'll put in just before I go to sleep. Aspen usually sleeps on the sleeping bag. Willow finds it too warm. So we got her bed put down here. She might even find that too warm. Now she's overlaid down on my coat. Carbon monoxide moment. I got my little vent open up there that comes provided with the tent. I always leave my door unzipped a little bit on the bottom. Fresh air can get in there. And I always carry my carbon monoxide detector. And that one is designed to work at a range of levels, including right there. It's about 20 degrees in here. A little too warm for sleeping, but nice for book reading. Cut her down, let her kind of tune in a bit now for that nighttime warmth. Ah, the cozy part of the day. Life is good, people. Life is good. Well, that's it for tonight. I decided to change my sleeping bag so my head is up here. That way I don't have to get a sleeping bag tonight. I'm going to get some more wood. I can just reach right out, put it right in the stove there, and go back to sleep again. -30. She's a chilly one. Really warm inside the tent. No worries whatsoever. Nice big junk in there now. That's a night jump right there. That one should last a long time. And I got her shut almost right down. Just simmering over there now. Alright folks, we'll see you in the morning when it's coffee time. Roll solid. Get this floor is warm to the touch. Amazing, eh? It was about 6:30, 6:45. I had a wonderful rest. I rest better in the tent than in most places, and I was extremely comfortable again. That stove is unreal. I went to bed about 10 o'clock and I just stirred about midnight, and I could just like squeeze one extra chunk of wood in there, and then I restocked it one time throughout the night. And this morning I woke up, it was perfectly warm here, still lots of coals in the stove. That's a game changer for anybody who does winter camping. If you only got to get up once in the night really to restock the stove, you get a full night's sleep. Some people have to do that in their houses, right? When I did wake up at midnight, I had this window left open at that point, and the glow of the northern lights were just coming in to the tent here. So I rushed out with that GoPro and set it up. You know, just lid there, and so quiet, the wind had completely stopped. I thought to myself, man, people would pay so much money probably to be here right now. And so I don't take it for granted. It's a wonderful opportunity and experience to do this type of thing. It was cold last night. Went down, you know, -30 or so. When I checked the forecast, this area here was supposed to be the coldest place in Labrador, which is not uncommon. We're very far west, away from sea level, elevation's up a bit, so we're quite often the coldest and have the most snow. Today it's supposed to warm up, get pretty windy, and we're supposed to get some snow today. I didn't know Mel was bringing down moose last night, so I actually had these moose strips cut up for my breakfast this morning. Well guys, I feel so relaxed now. I feel like I just want to lie back on the bunk again, you know? And I could, I guess. But I got to head back this morning. I have a lot of things to prepare for my next trip, which is coming up in just a few days' time. It's going to be a massive snowmobile trip. My son Andrew and a few more friends of ours are going on like a 1,000 kilometer, if not more, skidoo trip. It's going to be a multi-day trip. We're planning to stay in a beautiful lodge. Make sure you don't miss that video. You'll get to see the trials and tribulations of traveling that far on a snowmobile in the cold. We're going to be crossing 2 provinces when we do it too, so. All packed up, hit the trail again, guys. Keep watching for that next big video coming up. And until the next video, take care of each other, get outside and enjoy everything outdoors. And we'll see you next time. Guaranteed.
Get outside and enjoy.